as Big Hein says, yes, it's probably going to be a little less fiery than it was yesterday. In case you missed it, Flint Dibble and I experimented with doing like a joint stream live reacting to Piers Morgan hosting Zahi Hawass and 3 quote-unquote experts on his show to, I don't know, grill him about his career and ancient Egypt and stuff. And it was like, the Piers Morgan interview was 55 minutes. We watched it sped up, so it was only 45, and we filled 3 hours. It was an absolute marathon. It was crazy. So today it's going to be a little bit more chill. In case you're new here, hi, my name is Rachel. I run Inside Archaeology, which is a channel all about archaeology, and I also like playing video games. So for funsies, instead of doing something really scripted all the time, I do these kind of like play along live streams of archaeology themed video games just to kind of relax and have fun and connect with the audience. Big Hein, I don't know if you're referencing the comments on his stream, which, I mean, Flint's pretty used to getting heat from that crowd. So, but yeah, they are being pretty horrific with what they're saying about him. I wouldn't be lying if I said I wasn't kind of nervous that people are now going to go after me, but also, do I care about the opinion of a bunch of pseudo-grifters? No. So, whatever. I was happy to see a couple of you in the chat, so thank you very much for watching that yesterday. But yeah, we're back to normal today. I'm also... I made all this, so I've got my little filming mic pinned to me, but I went through all of this effort because, you know, people talk about my audio and stuff. I bought a very fancy Logitech Blue Yeti mic to use for gaming today, and I literally opened up OBS to start the stream and it won't use it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look up how to connect it all together. It's very annoying. Emma is asleep on her perch at the door, so she will probably make a appearance later. And yeah, we're just gonna jump into it. So just a quick overview of what we've done and the game, if you're joining us for the first time. Indiana Jones had an artifact stolen from his university museum. He tracked it down to the Vatican and found out that there's, you know, as per usual, the fascists and the Nazis are trying to, you know, use archaeology for world domination or something, and there's a secret sect of giants trying to protect this thing. It's all connected to something called the Great Circle, and he's teamed up with a Italian journalist because her sister, who's a linguist, is involved. And then they went to Egypt, and we walked around Giza for a while, which was like super fun and very enjoyable. Going underneath the pyramids and finding lots of secret tunnels and all that kind of stuff, which don't actually all exist in real life. Sad, I know. And now we're chasing them to the Himalayas. So I'm not as familiar with the archaeology of the Himalayas and this area of the world as I am with the archaeology of Egypt, so I'm not sure if I'll have as much to say about the mythology that we'll encounter here, but we'll see. Dylan, if you have a silly question and you can answer, feel free to put your silly question in the chat. I can do my best to answer it. I can't promise that my answer will be satisfactory to you, but I will do my best. So let's just jump in. The Himalayas. Also, probably not. But has anybody else noticed that in my videos, so I've always used the Indiana Jones font and fonts from like the movie posters for all of my things, but I recognize that they're, especially like the main font that it's most well known for, is kind of hard to read. So I've actually looked up and started using fonts similar, like Opti Columna and at least one other one, that are like the fonts that we just saw on the screen there that are from like the credits of the film. So that's a little Easter egg.
Visiting an old friend.
Oh, that he's seeing Marion. Ooh.
That bridge looks unstable.
Better let me try it first.
And then they're going to fall into a crevasse.
Oh God, long way down.
Watch out!
Just run!
You okay?
I'm fine.
Someone asked, do they compare Egyptian pyramids? You know, you'd really have to ask the pseudo-archaeologist that, but it all seems to come together with the fact that they're like, they're all the same shape, they must be related.
Let's see how the stone goes up here. Machu Picchu is halfway around the globe.
Let's get it! Get out of here!
Good day for smoking people, getting your way with a shovel, and time permitting, maybe some archaeology. Very true, Rickelmeyer. I honestly think it is very much due to these are giant pyramids, and like they're really sophisticated to pull together. And I actually saw like
We're not here to enjoy the view anyway.
a comment once about how like toddlers figure out that a pyramid is like the strongest shape. So why are we not giving ancient people the same intellectual capacity? But yeah. Nice icicles. They're gonna drop on you and make you die.
Jones, what if we're wrong? What if the stone is not here?
I don't think we are wrong.
I wonder if we're gonna like come out of this blizzard into like some kind of tropical paradise a la
You seen
Tomb
this
Raider.
too?
Whoa!
Yeah, it's a ship.
What is that boat doing there?
Then I'm not crazy.
How on earth did it end up here?
Let's get a closer look.
Oh, Southwest Ontario. Where? Well, don't dox yourself, but I'm from Ontario, so nice to hear from you. Oh, come on. People don't give enough credit to ancient people. I think one of my professors once said something to me once is like, just because they're ancient doesn't mean they're stupid. They actually, in a lot of ways, can have to be like more ingenious than us, because we are like, if you went back in time, you would be so handicapped by our like need for technology and indoor plumbing, etc. Well, Dylan, have you heard of the step? I bring to the table the step pyramid. The Egyptian pyramids started out as stacked step structures, and then eventually they decided to innovate and make them smooth-sided. Why? I'm not sure. Maybe they thought it looked prettier and cleaner.
Nazi battleship? Yep.
What is it doing up there? I'd like to know. I'm sure we will figure out how that ended up there. Shangri-La. There's no way that's this easy. As a Canadian, it's no way this easy to walk through snow this deep. Yes, I do. If you give me 2 seconds.
Let's hope not.
I will put it in the chat if anybody would like to learn more about the evolution of Egyptian pyramids. I made this video last fall. It didn't get as many views as I would have liked it to. Or did it make it? I thought I made it, when is it from? June. I made it last year, and it did not get as many views as I would like. So maybe it's time to maybe I should like refilm and rewrite it with a slightly better, catchier editing style. I don't use AI to like write my scripts, like, or make images or any of that kind of stuff. I do sometimes use it to like help me figure out what is the most interesting way like to start this video so that I can like keep an audience interested in it. Because sometimes I have a hard time figuring that out because I'm interested in it because I know it's cool. How do I sell it to people who don't yet know that it's cool? Thanks, Big Pine. I liked it. I think Flint also actually has a similar video.
I see it.
But his is more
Stone's gotta be
recent
inside that ship.
than mine, and I haven't watched it. I'm actually
I
really
need a
bad
hand
at
to get
watching
out there.
other people's YouTube videos. Where do I have to go?
Maybe I can climb up your whip. Push me out.
Okay.
Yeah, like I actually, and you know, maybe somebody will steal my idea for this. I hope not. But I was actually thinking because like there's so much conversation going on about AI and AI slop and all that kind of stuff at the moment, and
We made it.
yeah, but we're still in a giant ship on the top of a mountain. I don't know if that's an improvement, Gina. But I was thinking of like trying to figure out making a video where I basically ask AI to completely write the script for me and make it so that it's like a 5-minute video or something like that. A script and outline visuals and all that kind of stuff. But then take the same topic or concept and do it the way I would have done a video, just to show the difference between like when like a real human person with like domain knowledge of the thing that they're talking about makes a video and how they do it rather than like AI. But I'm not quite sure. So would that be a video you guys would find interesting? Let me know, because I would be interested in knowing that. Captain Noah's time-traveling ark has been located. Potentially, like, or I would just maybe be like, can you write, like, I would pick a well-known topic and be like, can you do a video on this? And then I would, like, but I'm not quite sure what topic I would pick. Like, I don't really want to do Atlantis or whatever, but again, those are like, those are the high traffic concepts. So, it's hard to know what would be good.
I've been here for quite some time.
Yeah, by the looks of it.
This place has got to be freezing. Okay, what do I do? Oh, this poor guy frozen. I don't know what the Philadelphia experiment is. If you'd like to elaborate in the chat, I can give you my opinion. I just think it's interesting, especially because, like, I feel like AI and archaeology, like, chatting to some of my friends, like, using, when you're trying to, like, use AI as a tool, like, it, or, like, you ask, like, the YouTube Gemini thing that's built into the back end of Studio, like, at least one person has said, all they want you to do is, like, pseudoscience stuff, because obviously that's what performs well in the algorithm. So, I say that like it's one single specific algorithm running everything, which it is not, but okay, I don't know where to go. Let's check the map. Where are we? Okay, I have to go through here.
broke off and he was trying to get in.
Aha. High energy phase shifting and time travel.
Oh, God.
Mop up the floors. Yeah, that's so true.
Look. Not that Nazi.
They didn't stand a chance.
I almost feel sorry for them. Almost.
See, my problem is I mean, maybe you guys disagree, but I am not like naturally witty or funny. So that's what like when I do humor, I really have to think about it. So I struggle with that sometimes. Which is partially why I include so many puns in my videos. But everyone seems to enjoy, well, everyone bar like a very few people in my comments seem to enjoy those. So I'm not stopping anytime soon. Get in here. Fun.
You will take forever to search the whole ship.
We should start by trying to find the captain. I'll get this out of the way.
I will say, I have at least encountered some interesting AI music that I actually do like, but can tell it's probably at least AI influenced, if not completely made with AI.
I hate that sound.
Have you guys ever watched Timeline? It's based on like a book, but I if I can remember correctly, the time machine.
His men will be here sooner or later. Gotta find the stone and get off this ship.
I'll say something once this cutscene's over.
Aura?
Oh no. Not her sister, is it? Oh, her sister's dead.
I need to know what the hell happened here.
And I will help you.
What did you find?
Perhaps another from your sister that can help us.
Sorry, I know there's stuff going on in the chat. I will respond to it in a second.
but I would never work for the Nazis. Not willingly.
Time's up. Come on, old girl. Before he could fold the earth by speaking the word. Fold the earth? What do you mean? Gina. They've broken through.
I wonder if she's going to come back. Is she going to get resurrected? Okay, just 1 second. There was some stuff going on in the chat. Timeline, the movie, it has Gerard Butler in it. I'm pretty sure that the whole concept behind the time machine in that movie, if I remember correctly, is they were trying to invent teleporting and they accidentally invented time travel, which I always thought was kind of fun. And Dylan, time machine that makes a paradox. Agree with you. Have you ever watched the TV show Dark on Netflix? It's not usually my kind of thing, but hands down one of like the best, most interesting TV shows that I ever watched. Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to be able to like just go back and be a fly on the wall in history and not have to actually live in history, so to speak. You know, I like my indoor plumbing. I saw a what was it? I was watching a clip unrelated, like about Outlander, and one of the comments on it was like she loved him so much she gave up indoor plumbing, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I could do that. Whoa. Oh my god. How is this guy able to kill me? Do I have my gun still? No. Damn it. I need a weapon! Fair enough, Gina.
I have to find out the truth about my sister and why she was here on this dumb ship.
Dark is one of those TV, like my brother loves that, like loves Dark and is like, my brother is very smart and he's watched it many times, and I think it's one of those shows where every single time you watch it, you like see something new in it, which I think is a really hard thing to do with TV shows, and is a sign of a really good one. Do I have a weapon here that I can pick up?
This must be where the Morse code was sent from.
Keine Sorge, wir finden ihn. Viel Zeit haben wir nicht. Hört nur, wie das Schiff ächzt. Das ist wohl nichts. Alle tot.
Jesus, geez, he scared the shit out of me.
Keine Hektik.
Es ist verdammt kalt. Was zur Hölle war das?
Die sind alle erfroren.
Komisch.
Wie? Was? Wir sind wegen des Steins hier. Nur deswegen. Vorsicht.
All diese Soldaten.
Die sind ja tief
What kind of experiment calls for a battleship in the Pacific?
Oh,
War wahrscheinlich nichts.
Sucht einfach weiter. Der Stein ist irgendwo hier.
Ja, die müssen die Steine, hinter denen wir her sind, für unglaublich mächtig halten, wenn sie dafür ein solches Schiff opfern.
They had no idea what they were signing up for.
Ist da jemand? Nichts. Es ist verdammt kalt.
1 second. I gotta just change something with the chat because I just realized I need to make it bigger because I can't can't keep up and play the game. Had the window too small. Oh my god, this guy, can he just like
Das ist sehr seltsam.
go away?
Die sind alle erfroren.
I prefer shanking. I prefer clocking people with things. I feel like the gunshots just draw attention.
Never seen an anchor chain this close before.
This big chain is in the way.
Wait here. I'll take care of it.
I'm gonna have to go back down the ladder. piece of metal. I have not seen the new T-Rex design. Tell me more. I have heard about the fact that dinosaurs were actually probably covered in feathers rather than scales.
They'd never believe me if I told them where I found it.
Oh, is this not a thing? I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to solve this. Oh, the digging part, we're long past that. Indiana Jones doesn't do digs, guys. Come on. There's no adventure in that. Just lots of dirt. I wonder if I have to jump across here. Whee!
Better keep looking.
Keep looking for what? It is not clear, Indy, what I need to keep looking for. What do I need to do? Harsh climb. Find the stone. This is annoying. Ouch. There's nothing on that floor, there's nothing on this floor. Alright, let's just see. I'm really not appreciating all of these frozen people. Oh. Can I open this door? No. Actually, that reminds me, I should probably level up. I'm really not leveling myself up enough for this game. This reminds me of the first time that I played BG3. There was something on the chain. There's something on the chain. Oh, thank you.
Perfect. Just one more.
How did I miss that? It's covered in yellow. The classic video game, yellow or white paint. The classic video game sign that you need to do something with this. That's gonna bring the Nazis running.
I'm fine. Let's get moving.
They remind me of the Peruvian mummies. The Inca ones.
Don't fall down.
I'll try.
Took another boat with it.
Your turn. You can do it.
Come on, Gina. Keep up.
We made it. Let's keep going.
Practicing your pull-ups, Dr. Jones.
Der Stein muss hier sein.
I hear voices above us.
Keine Sorge. Wir finden ihn. Viel Zeit haben wir nicht. Hört nur, wie das Schiff ächzt. Schön vorsichtig.
1, 2, 3, brain. You're about to join them. One, 2, 3. Brained.
Endlich! Aha! Das ist nicht lustig!
No, no, no. Crap. I'm gonna have to redo this bit. Ooh. That felt mean. When does it change? How old does a site have to be to consider it archaeology? It kind of depends. I think broadly, like living, well, even though there's stuff from like World War II and stuff would be considered archaeological. I think it just kind of depends on the situation. The biggest difference between grave robbing and archaeology is the fact that archaeology isn't done for some kind of profit. It's done for the purpose of whoa.
Da! Ich seh dich! Ich brauch Munition!
Oh. Oops. I got really missed Lara Croft's bow. Definitely it has to do something to do with like living memory and like, yeah, what is your reason for wanting to, whoops, bye-bye. Investigate a site. Is it for your profit? Does it need to be done? Is it in the way of something else? There's
Keine Chance.
yeah, there's lots of different reasons. You know, grave robbing has absolutely no concern with preserving the remains, ensuring repatriation, publishing it, actually studying it for the sake of science. Like, grave robbing is just about, oh, I want the treasures from this. Oh, crap. Okay, Gina. Whoa! No! Damn it. I do need a shiv. I depend. Okay, like, so broadly speaking, in the British Museum, there's like millions of artifacts. So you can't paint it with a broad brush of these ones they're all stolen, they're not stolen. Quite a lot of them are native, like, are British objects from within Britain obtained through legal digs. But obviously there is also a history of colonial artifacts that are obtained through British colonial agendas that in this day and age would not be allowed. And where do you draw the line? As we were kind of saying last night on the stream, it really depends on if that country wants those artifacts back or not. You know, that makes a difference, because sometimes maybe they don't.
Was ist denn hier los?
Where's this guy going? Whoop. We made it slightly farther than last time. Alright, let's go for this guy.
Was war das?
Ich hab hier einen von uns!
Oh crap.
Verdammt! Mann am Boden!
Except the well, as Flint corrected me last night, the Parthenon marbles. Let's like they're called the Elgin marbles because of after the guy who stole them. I think even the British Museum calls them the Parthenon marbles now. I could be wrong. I don't think so. Where'd that guy go? All right, let's hunt you down and brain you in the back of the head. Boof. Take another pipe. These things seem slightly more robust and less loud than the guns. Oh, look at all these missiles. Okie dokie, where am I supposed to go now?
Was zur? Da stimmt was nicht.
The mumming, unwrapping, or cannibal parties would be part of the grave robbing aspect. What's the legality of finders keepers? Depends on where you live. Broadly speaking, finders keepers isn't as much of a thing as it used to be. For example, in Scotland, which is where I live, the rules are basically anything that's found belongs to the state. And you have to report it to the state, and but if they have the wherewithal to say, I don't really want this, in which case you might be able to keep it, or it might be something where they're like, I want it, and then they compensate you for the monetary value of it. And if they don't, so like there's a famous, actually I need to check if they raised enough money, but there's a famous case of this going on at the moment through the British Museum. So like they found in a field somewhere in England, it's called the Tudor heart. It's this gorgeous gold and enamel like necklace and chain and then heart from the time of Henry VIII, and it has him and his wife Catherine's of Aragon's like initials and stuff on it, and it wouldn't have belonged to the king. It would have belonged to a noble, but I think it was it found by a metal detectorist? I don't remember. I think it was, but because of the law in England, basically, it belonged, like in that case, the British Museum has to raise money to be order to in order to pay the finder and the person who owns the land where it was found. The payment gets split between those two people for the artifact, and if they can't raise the money, then it can be privately sold. But basically, like, they get first dibs to see if they can raise money in order to keep it within the nation for the museum to be on display rather than disappearing into a private collection, which I like. I don't know. It is kind of one of those things where it's like, yeah, like the person who finds and often, but strangely enough, when archaeologists make finds like that, which isn't often, it is often the metal detectorist. We don't get any extra money for that. That would be nice. That stuff just automatically goes to a museum. Interesting. Yeah, like the metal detectorists are obviously like they're going out with a specific agenda to find gold and treasure to make their fortune and, you know, sell stuff, etc. Archaeologists are going in the field to, you know, find information. If there's treasure, great, but that's not like the primary reason that we're out there, right? Like, we're trying to collect data essentially because we're scientists. Oh yeah, I forgot a picture here. Where's the picture? A lifeboat. Why do I need to take a picture of
Stand a
that?
chance.
I want to break down the icicles in that other room. I need a pipe to brain things with. Okay, maybe I can use that to do it. Probably not. Nope. Okay, can't use that. Useless. There's my light. Maybe I can burn the icicles down with my single lighter. No, I'm not gonna be able to get in that room, am I? But I want the thing that's in there. I want to read it. Oh well.
Maybe I will never understand why Laura
I would
was
love
here.
to do an ancient DNA test
At least I can try to
and
stop
like
Boss from getting the stone.
see if I have any interesting heritage. Chances are probably not. But my husband once annoyingly brought up to me, you know, all of the really questionable legality and like all the sketchy stuff around giving people your genetic data when it's not protected by law, if that company goes under or there's no laws saying what they can or cannot do with that money, etc. What is this? Oh no, this is gonna be like an enigma thing. Crap.
Maybe over here.
Final message of the captain. We are after the event happened of untold powers trapped within that stone. I ran off after that other body and grabbed the stone from her. I recognized it belongs to the fatherland. Must be protected. I'll try to recreate what the damn woman did to trigger the. I pray it will work, but if it doesn't, this message is to the rescue team who finds the note. I've written down the code for unlocking the safe door. You will know what to do with it. If I am dead when you find me, return the stone to the foyer and kill me. Give my life protected. Gina, stop being like you're useless. Captain's code. Okay. Jogum. Okay. Don't need that one. Don't need, okay. Adel, Barbiel. This is not going to be as simple as I want it to be. Okay. BP. That doesn't have any of the things that I want. There's an O. Okay. I'm gonna put that one here. Code wheel. What does this have on it? Oh no, there was a fancy letter, wasn't there? Oh, this is the fancy letter. Okay. Wait. Okay. Oh, that's got a J. Okay, you can go at the front. We're looking for a G. Got a G. And okay. Gina, you're in the way. It's a W. M. Okay. Okay. How do I? Okay. Okay. Fancy J, fancy O. Where are you? There we go. G. M. Okay. Nope. No. Okay. Jogum. Do I need to put them in the door? No. Oh, this is going to relate in some way to numbers. Metal detectors can find gold. I have been to Turkey. I've been to Istanbul and Bodrum. Sorry. How did I end up in Scotland? I came here to study for a master's in human osteoarchaeology, and then I stayed, ended up working in archaeology here for a while, and then I am now married with a baby, so I'm pretty settled. I did do, I did pay a historian once to, research my dad's side of the family and tell us some information about them, which was just, I think the most interesting thing that came out of that is that, one of the ladies was having a crisis and, tried to commit suicide by walking off of a barn roof. Yeah. But so I found that code. So there's a code table for the Jogum. But it must correspond to something in this. There's a puzzle, a piece of this that I'm missing. Yes, I've got the... Okay, cipher machine, hint available. I will take it. Where's my... books? Okay. I have used the camera for hints. Okay, I've taken that picture. How do I take advantage of the hint? I am Canadian. I have visited the Istanbul Archaeological Museum. It was great. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the Troy exhibit. And on that trip that I went to Istanbul, I would have loved to have gone to visit Troy, and I was like trying to set that up, but we just didn't have enough time. I just didn't have time to do it. Okay, I'm not sure how the camera is helping me with this. I did use the camera. Anybody in the chat wants to help me out here, please let me know. Heinrich Schliemann, would I call him legendary? Having read his excavation reports, probably not.
Not very useful without a message to decrypt.
Oh. Okay. I can't pick that up. But there's not a code. Oh, blood. Oh. B-L-U-T. Lut. It's not on this one. Blau. It's not on this one. Oh, wait. No, it is. Blut. Okay, wait. 3 triples, like the sign of the devil. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay.
Well, that wasn't too hard.
Let's see what's inside.
Usually there's a secret passage from the safe room to the conning tower. Must be the statue they found in Machu Picchu. The stone would have been hidden inside. Come on.
And the Nazis are gonna come steal it.
What does it say?
I'm not quite sure. It's hard to tell. Maybe Earth something. Fingers. What was that?
Nazi. We'd better hide. John!
Right there.
Archaeologist verdict, I like it. Especially the shanking people with shovels.
Hey, du! Ciao.
Ooh, ouch. Oh, this guy again. He's like, how did you get here?
I am surprised, Dr. Jones. The boss told me you were dead.
Oh, yeah? I wonder what else he lied to you about.
Hands behind your head.
Is Gina gonna leave us? How dare you, Gina? You absolute trollop. Unless she saves us in the last minute, so.
Where's the stone, you American rat?
Stone? What stone?
Yes, it is a new voice actor, but he is very good.
Heard of Höhenangst?
Fear of heights?
Yes. I have it. And still, I endured this dreadful mountain even if my mind was screaming every step of the way. Because of a concept you narrow-minded Americans will never understand. Oh.
Well, please. Enlighten me.
Devotion. Total and absolute devotion to the fatherland. Now, what of the American? What is his duty? His Lebensinhalt?
Ah, villains and their
His purpose?
monologues.
Huh? What is it? Hamburgers and picture shows? You have no history, no nation, no leader. What you have is your stupid American cartoons. Choo choo, choo choo. Ha 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 ha. You laugh and dance, celebrating your own idiocy and drinking the piss you call beer.
That's such a German insult.
I will walk through fire for the devoted men of the Reich. Overcome any fear to build a kingdom lasting 1,000 years. When you have devotion, you can withstand anything. It makes me invincible.
Oh, you just triggered
Well,
an avalanche.
congratulations.
Give me that stone. Now!
Can't give you what I don't have.
I shall search your corpse to make sure.
Please wait. I have the stone. I have it.
Give me the stone. Bitte.
Gina.
He's gonna throw it. Yep. Oh, it's a grenade. Oh, and we're about to go on a big slide down a mountain. The original luge. Let's go for a bobsled. Woohoo!
We gotta get out of here.
Helf mir!
The stone! The stone!
And push him over the side.
Take my hand.
Tina!
I'm okay. Go to the back of the ship.
Indeed. It is a luge. Whoa. No, no. Oh, crap. Ah!
Shove off. Come on.
How did she get up there?
Tina! Come on!
Have your dear.
Oh my god. Somehow I feel like the whip isn't going to lower you down to safety here.
Gina, I'm all out of ideas.
What if it was a stone that brought the ship here?
And he could fold the earth by speaking the word.
Let me see the stone.
We have to do something.
Think.
Alles! Ich bin unbesiegbar!
How did they not notice him?
Earth. It's splitter earth. But some...
It's a Damek. We have to say the word in a Damek.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hatsalaim!
Where are we going next? China.
Gina? There's a stone.
Not this guy. I somehow feel like not. Yes. I believe it. Well, I've never heard of Adamic. We'll look it up in a second. Oh, I bet Gina's ended up somewhere else.
Gina?
Jones? Jones! I found the stone.
You keep it safe.
You gotta get out of here.
I don't understand what just happened.
Okay.
Mountains just moments ago.
So we're going to just leave the game there. We've done a pretty good chunk today, I think. Yeah, Adamic isn't, as far as I'm aware, a real, like as somebody said in the thing, it's a mythic language, but it's not, I don't think there's any evidence that it's a real language. But to end things off today, we're gonna look it up. Give me 2 seconds. Hypothetical, it's the hypothetical mystical language spoken by Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. So it's like, yeah, it's a mythical language. There's no proof that it actually, or it's the divine language. So it's not a real language in terms of it's something that's like spoken nowadays. I mean, the closest, I mean, there's Hebrew, which is a Semitic language. I actually don't know what the, I did a video, one of my Discoveries videos in the past like 6 months, I want to say, was something about tracing language. It's gonna, no. Yeah, let's just look it up. The very first language. Oldest known language, Sumerian, Egyptian Chinese, and the oldest spoken languages that are still being used are Tamil, Sanskrit, and Hebrew. But yeah, there we go. I mean, all the sections of this game are quite interesting. Proto-Indo-European, there we go. Big hi, new troll. Not really. Okay, that's where we're gonna leave things tonight, guys. I'm sorry, Emma's still asleep in her perch, so she clearly doesn't feel, she's all tuckered out from all the cam meows she made yesterday on the stream. She was very unhappy. She was, you can just tell that she gets really mad when I spend longer on the computer than she's used to. She's used to me finishing at a certain time, and when I didn't do that, she was like, what are you doing? It is your time to sit on the couch so that I can nap in your lap. So I have to make it up to her tonight. But yeah, so next video that's coming up this weekend is the list of the top 10 archaeological discoveries in China as voted by the academics in China. They release this list every year. That's like their top discoveries that were made in China in the past year, which I found it last year and I decided to do it again this year because I think it's really interesting, because one of the things I have a harder time finding to cover on the channel are discoveries from Asia. I think that's largely because of the language barrier. So I always like to try, and because I like to, you know, look at stuff all over the world instead of just focusing on specific areas, I find the Chinese stuff really interesting, and they have a good list for each year. So that's going to be what's coming out on Sunday, so please consider stopping by to watch that. And then yeah, we'll be doing archaeology news, etc. All that stuff is going to be coming up after that at the beginning of June. And yeah, so next video is out this Sunday, and the stream will be happening after that, and we will see how Gina and Harrison manage to extricate themselves from wherever they've managed to teleport. So I hope that you all had an excellent time. Thank you so much for coming along and watching and bearing with me, and I hope that you all have a good week, and I will see you on the weekend. Bye!